All right, so we are doing 12-7. This is our last bit of new content. We're only pulling two things out of chapter 12. We're doing volume like we did yesterday, and we're doing surface area of spheres today. And then that wraps up chapter 12. And then when you get done with today's homework, you're going to bring it up to me, trade me for a review packet. And I have a review packet for chapter 12 and 13. Both were very, very abbreviated chapters, so the review is not long at all. You have tonight, all day in class tomorrow night to get the review done. And then we will take a very short quiz-ish, test-ish sort of evaluation on Thursday to wrap up our week, okay? All right, so the equation that you need to actually put in your notes, and I would put this in two places. I would put it in your notes, and then I would also put it on the top of your homework, okay? Because you're gonna need it for today's homework. It is surface area, which is S equals 4 pi r squared. Okay, 4 pi r squared. So it's capital S equals 4 pi r squared. And that is for the surface area of a sphere, or a sphere is a 3D circle. Okay, that's what a sphere is. All right, that's it for your notebook, 3-hole punch notebook paper notes. Now I want you to switch over to your actual homework, and we're going to do, instead of doing examples in your notes, I'm going to do examples of your homework with you, and then that'll only leave you a few on your homework to do, okay? That's it. Told you notes were quick. I know, I promised. When I say notes are quick, I mean it. Now, I do think it would be helpful for you to also put this equation at the top of your homework, just so that you don't have to sit and bounce back and forth between your notes, okay? Very nice. All right, so, and notice I want to point out something, okay? Just as a review from yesterday, the first three say surface area and volume. So surface area is new, volume is a review from yesterday. I only left that on the first three. The rest of them, it's just surface area. So you have 3 review questions from yesterday, and then the rest of them are just surface area. So number 1 says surface area of a sphere. So we're going to plug in, and of course we need radius, and they give us radius. So we're good there. So we're going to plug it in, and it's going to be S equals 4 pi r, no, not r, in place of r, we're going to put a 3. So 4 times pi times 3 squared, and that's going to give us our surface area. So everybody should have a nice calculator. I told you at the beginning of the hour, you do need it. So there's some in the back by Miss Hain. There's some here if you don't have any, or you don't have one, but you are going to have to plug in pi, okay? So I want everybody to punch in 4 times pi times, now 3 squared, you can either just square 3 in your mind, in your brain, and just put 9. You can punch in 3 times 3, or you can put in, if you want to get fancy with your calculator, you can put 3 and then the little caret raised to the 2nd power. Doesn't matter to me how you do it, okay? Yes, sir. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were asking me the answer. Hang on, hang on. So did everybody get that put in? All right. Cam, what'd you get for the answer? Okay, and it says round to the nearest tenth, so he rounded to 0.1, so 113.1. Gage, how am I going to label that? Very nice. Good. And this is why I said you don't have to memorize the exponent of volume, area, surface area. You don't have to memorize that, because if you know how to count how many feet you had in your equation, that tells you how to do your exponent. So who here memorized what the exponent of the unit should be for surface area? Not me, but 4 does not have a feet designation. Pi doesn't. 3 squared is 3 feet times 3 feet, and feet times feet gives you feet squared. Okay. All right. As a review, volume of a sphere, that was from yesterday. So that was 4/3 times pi times radius cubed. So we're going to take 3 cubed. Punch that in your calculator. Okay. So 4 divided by 3 equals, then hit times pi times 3 times 3 times 3, and hit equals. And then let's see, times pi times 3 times 3 times 3 equals, and Jackson, what'd you get?
339.3. What?
Wait a minute. Don't need that. Try to punch it in again and see if you get something different. Lakin, what'd you get?
13.
Yup. Feet what? Feet cubed. Yes.
63.61.
Try to punch it in again. See what you get. 4 divided by 3 equals. Yes, Robert.
Both. I got 113.09.
0.09. That's right. But we're rounding to the 10th. So the 9 would make the 0 round up to a 1.
It's because I did 3 divided by 4. So 4.
Gotcha. Okay. Everybody good with that? Did you get it, Jackson? You got the right one this time? Okay. All right. So for the next one, we're going to jump down to number 4. So for number 4, you're just going to be finding surface area. This one doesn't have you finding volume as well. So for surface area, we're going to do surface area equals 4 times pi times radius squared. And this time they gave us the radius still, so it's 9 squared. So in your calculators, 4 times pi times 9 times 9. And Logan, tell me what you get. 81 is what you get when you square 9, but what do you get when you type in 4 times pi times 81 and round it to the 10th? 0.87, so how would we round the 8? To 9, good. And then Josiah, how would I label this? Good, yards squared. All right, one more. We're going to do number 7. Bless you. We're going to do number 7. So we've got the surface area equals 4 times pi times. Now we need the radius here. Notice they give you side to side. They give you that the diameter equals 12, but we need the radius. So what does the radius equal? Miley? Good. So now we've got 6 squared. Punch that in your calculator. 4 times pi times 6 times 6 or times 36, however you want to do it. And let's see. Aiden, what'd you get?
452.4.
Good. 452.4. And Briley, how would I label this? Feet squared. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Take the next couple of minutes, work the other 6. Be mindful that number 2 and 3 want you to find surface area and volume. Gage and Jackson, I saw 2 hands. What do you want?
For number 8, it's 13. How would you divide it by 2?
Well, put in your calculator. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you need to, put it in your calculator, 13 divided by 2, but it would be 6.5. Jackson, what was your question?
No,
You're good? Okay. All right, take the next few minutes to work on the other 6. Be mindful that number 2 and 3 want you to find surface area and volume. And then when you're done, bring it up to me. I'm gonna check it with the key. And once I check it with the key, I will trade you and I will give you a review and let you work the rest of the hour on your review. If you have any questions at home, make sure that when you finish this assignment, make sure that you also go in and open up the chapter 12 and 13 review. That one is due on Friday. Email me if you have any questions.